We keep it going, we give it.
Good start.
Oh, turn. Look left, accelerate.
Another...
Forget them, look, there's so much space. You really gotta control that clutch now. You doing okay?
Yeah.
These roads are a little bit more challenging, aren't they? And we haven't even gone too far yet. Hi guys, welcome back to Clearview Driving. My name is Salmon and today I'm doing another driving lesson with Ben. So welcome back to the channel. This is our third lesson, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so last lesson, if you haven't seen it already, it's going to be up here. That was where we kind of continued off with our moving off, stopping, gear change, left turns, and we introduced right turns. And by the end of it, we kind of came out onto the main roads a little bit, just kind of doing the easy turns, let's say. How were the main roads? They were alright?
They're fine, yeah.
They're pretty easy, weren't they? Less parked cars.
Less parked cars, more space.
More space, but more hazards, wasn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, so today's lesson, we're going to start off with what we were doing last lesson, which is just kind of these smaller roads, left and right turns, just kind of warm up, because it's been about, what, 2 weeks now? 2 weeks since our last lesson, so just a little warm-up drive first for the first 10 minutes or so, just kind of doing everything we did last lesson. And then the plan is to come out onto the main roads a little bit, but start anticipating hazards. Like you said, the main roads are easier because you've got more space, but you have to now be a bit more proactive, see what's going on, and plan what we're going to do and kind of act on it as we're going along. That means dealing with pedestrian crossings, traffic lights, little mini roundabouts and things like that. So I'm going to be highlighting the hazards for you and saying, oh look, this is what we've got and this is how we deal with it, and just breaking it down into bite-sized pieces, so you're not looking at the whole road thinking, oh my god, it's too much to handle. You kind of just deal with one thing, shuffle forward and so on. Okay, any questions before we start?
No.
Perfect. Okay, so if you guys are new to watching these videos and you enjoy them, don't forget to like the video, comment down below, let us know what you thought of today's drive. We're going to go straight into it, and subscribe if you're new. Alright, I'm going to leave you in charge of how to move off, how to change gears, how to stop, how to turn. Yeah? Okay, so let's start the engine. I'm going to put the AC on just because it's even though it was just raining like briefly, like a few minutes ago, but now it's stopped raining, but it's still a little bit hot and muggy at the minute. Oh, everybody wants to see Erin watch you driving.
Okay, but I don't want to see Erin watch me driving.
I know, I didn't think so. Good, just one more thing you've got to do before you drive off.
What?
Handbrake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it won't let you move off otherwise. Good, nicely done. Remember that sound? Good. Now we're going to make a left turn at the end. So this is our first giveaway junction for today. Let's turn left. And we can't see the main road, can we? So brake and clutch. Quickly. We definitely can't look and go on this one. You ready, Ben?
Yeah.
You sure you're ready? That's better. Now take your time with it. Remember, this is where we're using clutch control.
Yeah.
Really steady with your feet. Tucking into it. Imagine there's a car parked there. Don't look there because you'll go that way.
Yeah.
You gotta focus on where you want to be driving. Good, and listening to the car. Now which direction do we go at the end?
What am I picking?
Yeah, have a look. Left. Have a little look before we stop. This one's really
it's one
open.
way.
Yeah, we keep it going. Give it.
Good start, good start.
First gear. If you're going to slow down that much, we need
Yeah.
first gear, okay? Hold the brake for a second. Gather yourself again, and in you go. Take your time. You've got this. Get your right foot over towards the accelerator. Steady on that clutch. Tucking into it. Remember with the clutch, don't be afraid of squeezing it back down.
Yeah.
Because that's how you really get that control. Good. Just going around this bit. We're not turning just yet. Now we're going to come out at this corner here, so if you start indicating from here, take this corner quite slow because again it really sticks out, so don't go near it. Look in the road please. That's it. You know why it switched off back there, right?
So I put the clutch on.
Yes, because we went way too slow in second gear. So what speed did you go below, would you say?
10.
Under 10.
Yeah.
And second gear is like, not
Yeah.
gonna do that. So it conked out. Let's take the next road on your right. Try this on your own. Just remember to look behind before we're indicating. It's a nice big turn. There's nothing happening. So we can just... Oh, turn. Slow it down. Slow it down. What happened there?
What the? It's sensitive.
Okay, but did we need first gear for that? Look how big the entry was.
Yeah.
We could have just taken it in second. And if you're going to pick up in first, way slower on that clutch, okay? I'm surprised it didn't switch off there, actually. Brake clutch here, quickly. Just keep rolling, but slower, okay? Don't move left just yet, not yet. Just keep her in the middle. Don't move just yet. Waiting for that silver car to disappear. Watch this space, now turn towards the van fully. That's it, now turn it the other way. Keep steering, hold it there. Turn back in, really slow with your feet. Come back over towards the left. Really slow it down and just stop at the end for me. Stop at the end. Now we're going to make a right turn, pop it into first gear. Really slow with your feet, look up and down. We're going to roll into the road so it's much easier. Take your right foot to the right. Look both ways and start steering, but don't lift the clutch too high. Start steering. Look up and down the road for me. Up and down. That's it. Slowly come out of it. Lift the clutch a little bit to get rolling. There we go. Take your time. I want you to be really careful with all the junctions today, because we've got a few more parked cars on some of them today. What do you see in front of you?
Roundabout.
Start braking for me. There is a car to your right. Brake and clutch. Now use first gear, Ben. I put the brake on because there's another car. Okay, I need you to stop behind the giveaway line next time. Hold the brake. Now move your right foot over. Look forward. We can take it now. Don't rush the move off. Just kind of roll with it. Give it a few seconds and release. We need to make sure we don't go over that giveaway point, okay? Now brake clutch here quickly as you are. As you are. I did put the brake on just because the bus is coming in.
Okay.
That section we don't want to share with him, okay? Now take your time with it, okay? You got this. Nice easy move off from here. We are heading into kind of new territory here. Take your time, you've got this. The roads are a little bit busier in the direction we're headed. Now what junction do you see in front?
Another roundabout.
Get the clutch out and put the brake on slightly. We're turning left at this roundabout, so mirrors, signal. You see the lady with the suitcase?
Yeah.
Use first gear for this junction. And can we keep going? Tuck into the corner a bit more. Yeah, tuck into it. We can go. Slow clutch, fast hands. That's it. There we go. And keep on going. Use the accelerator gently as you start going. Yeah, come on. A bit more. Now go slowly with the man on the right hand side because he's in the road. There we go, and continue. Even though the hazard's not on your side, it's still affecting us. Now Ben, is anyone behind us?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna go over this left speed bump and just keep going forward. We're not turning just yet. Left speed bump. That's it, hold it there. Now step off the accelerator, go for the middle one because of the parked car. Check that right side mirror. Okay, now we're going to turn left just after this large tree before the lady with the red cardigan. So we're turning in there, yeah? Now brake and clutch for me. Brake a lot more, first gear. Okay, steady with the brake. Slowly go in. Look into the road, please. Stop for this man, stop for this man. Good, and then go in after him. Go on, steer in. We need to just be little bit lighter with that brake because of all the pedestrians around. There's a chance we're going to be stopping because sometimes they just walk straight in the wheel. Go really steady with your feet and continue. You doing okay?
Yeah.
These roads are a little bit more challenging, aren't they? And we haven't even gone too far yet. Alright, can you see the line in the middle of the road?
Yeah.
Go slow, don't go over them. Try not to go over like stuff on the road. What should we do here? Brake. Hey. Did you know this was a giveaway? Junction?
What, both ways?
Yeah.
Yeah.
we should be coming up to this as a slow stop rather than like a quick harsh brake. Pop it into first gear, look both ways. I need you to start pressing the accelerator and lifting the clutch. Yeah, we are. Right foot over and lift your clutch and just steady up. Look both ways, hold it, press the accelerator though, but low on the clutch if you want to go slower. Use the accelerator every time. Now if you could just park up by that last tree, signal on where the leaves are, okay? Really slow, brake, clutch, and away. Clutch should be down. Is it down?
Yeah.
Stop there. Stop there. Next time we need to stop slightly earlier, just because we've now rolled into the drive. It's okay, we're not going to be here for too long. Just secure the car. I want to just have a little chat about some of the stuff going on and switch off the engine as well. Good. One more thing we've got to do. There we go. Nice and relaxed. Okay, the junctions and the giveaway line markings, okay? When you notice that there is a giveaway line coming up, you know that whoever's on the other side has priority, right?
Yeah.
And on like the last 2 or 3 we've had, you have been stopping, but we've come to a stop a bit
Too quickly.
a bit abrupt, haven't
Yeah.
we? So think about how the vehicles on the main road are perceiving you. They might think you're not even going to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, and plus pedestrians, they'll think, oh, he's not stopping, so they'll be more inclined to just stopping, and then when we stop, then they eventually cross the road. So we need to have a slower approach so everybody knows you are stopping. Plus, we don't want to be harsh braking like that. Okay, we always want to give everybody time to react to what we're going to do. So I need to see you stopping smoother at those giveaways, and with your feet, once you've stopped and you're going to stop moving, take your foot to the accelerator, start pressing it, and control your clutch. If the car's moving too fast, yes, the accelerator can be a factor, but ultimately it is the clutch. Because if you're not letting the clutch come up enough, if you're controlling how much you lift the clutch, basically, you're controlling the speed of the car. Okay? How are the turns otherwise?
My turning's fine. It's just the braking and thinking about it and looking and...
Because look, whenever we're turning into these side roads, the priorities are changing, and then there's the chance of pedestrians might be there. So we want to be slow when we're coming up to the junctions in case we need to be stopping and if someone turns up. So just have a slower approach on the junction, then you'll have more time to deal with it.
Right.
Okay?
Fine.
Alright, so when you're ready, let's begin. Because it's a busier time, because the last few lessons we've had, guys, they've been on like Sunday mornings. Today is not a Sunday morning, so that's why it's also a little bit busier. Okay, at the end of the road, we're going to turn right, please. Can I leave you in charge of this one on your own?
Yeah.
Okay. We've stopped nicely at the end, but for next time, start with the brake, and once you're slow, only then put the clutch down.
Right.
Because we coasted there.
Well, once it goes below 10.
Yeah, once it's near 10, yeah. Putting the clutch down first, like at higher speeds, you're going to get into a bad habit.
Right, okay.
Use the accelerator, don't kind of hover over it. Actually, that's better, really nice. But control the clutch.
Yeah.
That little boot is not the accelerator, it's kind of how the clutch came off. Now, what do you see in front of us?
A roundabout.
What else do you see in front?
A bus stop.
What else do you see?
A pedestrian crossing.
Pedestrian crossing. Is there any pedestrians?
No.
We're turning left first exit, okay? Now I want you to slow right down. Just bring your speed down to 10 and then have a look. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yeah? We're going to keep it rolling into that corner. And another thing I want you to do is actually, when you're slowing down, look at your speed. Because sometimes you may feel like you're slow, but you might still be a little bit fast, okay?
Right.
Is anyone behind us? Okay, I want you to keep pointing out hazards for me. What's your speed? It's downhill, and what's happening to your speed? Good, you're going to need to brake to control it. We're going to turn left again on that roundabout up there. So mirrors, signal. If we get there slowly, a bit more brake if you can, a bit more, because we need them to notice that we have seen them. Good. Keep that brake running. Go in the corner a little more. A bit more brake if you need. A bit more brake, yeah. Clutch. First gear. Next time we need to make sure they actually fully come off the crossing. I know you were trying to go around them. Feet ready. Now use the accelerator and think about how you're lifting that clutch. Good. Just brake again if you need. Yeah. Well done. Don't rush. Press it. Yeah. If that turns off, we want to reapply it. Good. And turn that off. Just deal with this. We'll deal with the gear later. You're going a little bit quick there. When there's a bit too much happening, go a little bit slower. Don't accelerate right now. Don't accelerate. Do not accelerate. The clutch is still down, so we're burning the clutch like that. Do you get what I meant about the coasting?
No.
Okay, so we were driving at 20 miles per hour.
Yeah.
We're coming up to the end of that road, and you knew you were going to be stopping. What I saw you doing with your feet is the first thing you did is, oh, I'm stopping, clutch down at 20 miles per hour. If you put the clutch down, you're disconnecting the engine from the tyres. There is no engine brake.
Right.
So at that speed, if you don't press anything besides the clutch, the car will not slow down. So now you're having to use more pressure on the brake in order to slow you down. So i.e. brake pads getting worn away quicker. Yeah, you're going to need to get them changed quicker. Plus the control of the car is not great. Yeah. Whereas if you just step off the accelerator and you're not pressing anything and that junction's coming up, the car will slow down. So that's what engine brake is, right? Then when you start braking by itself, we have the engine brake and the foot brake working together, slowing you down so you slow down much quicker. It's a lot more effective. Then when you're close to that junction, clutch down to disconnect the engine from the tyres, because we want to take the gear out, then continue braking. So the stop's a lot better when you do it that way around.
Yeah.
Okay? And right now, because we're only driving at 20, you may not feel the difference. But once you start making this a habit and you're driving 30 and 40, you will feel the difference.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay, so I'm leaving you in charge of kind of how we're stopping at these points and stuff, and I definitely feel like the stops were better, like smoother. You weren't kind of abruptly going up to those points, so that was nice. You remember the pedestrians, the family crossing?
Yeah.
I think we could have definitely braked a bit more in advance when we saw them, just kind of give them that time, because that crossing was massive, wasn't it?
They were walking really slow though.
They were, but there was a little baby crossing, wasn't it? It wasn't like they were picking up the baby walking.
Well, they should have.
Yeah. So we should have really given them time to get off, and then we want to continue. We don't want to go around them. That's silly. All right, so looking at the road marking, we have a hazard line in the middle of the road, which is leading to a hazard. What is the hazard?
What is the hazard? Giveaway point.
Put the clutch down. And
can't see much. Oh, no,
change gear. We stopped a bit early.
Yeah.
Prepare your feet. You're going to need to press that accelerator because it's uphill, and steady clutch. You've got this, Ben.
Cyclist, man.
Accelerate and lift.
I'm worried about that cyclist.
That cyclist is so far.
Oh.
Focus here. Accelerate and clutch. And hold, and stop. We're going to look, and then we can go. Accelerate and clutch again. You got this. Clutch down, brake. Okay. Now he's a bit closer. If you want to just let him go, we'll let him go. But watch my feet. Look, you're going to move to the accelerator and start pressing it, and just lift the clutch.
I'm going to roll back there.
The car won't roll back immediately. It rolls back after 2 seconds. But if you're on the biting point, it won't even roll back.
Right.
So feet ready. So look right, look ahead. Hold the clutch steady. Stop for that car. Stop for that car. So we just need to reach the biting point. So look right. Look left, accelerate. Forget them. Look, there's so much space. We can go. Accelerate. All right, let's talk about what happened on that hill. Why was the car moving off a bit funky? It was rolling back, and the cyclist and everybody.
I was worried about that cyclist.
But how far was the cyclist? Did you realise?
No, I didn't realise. Because the mirrors obviously look.
Yeah, so he looked further away there, but he was actually way back, so don't worry about him. By the time he gets to you, we would have been long gone. But think about how you would be riding a bicycle to set off on a hill.
I thought we were just going. I thought I was going to look left and right, and then we were just going to go.
Yeah.
And then you said stop, and I was like, oh.
Oh, it's because what happened is when we first got there was a giveaway line up there, wasn't it? But we were not at the giveaway.
Yeah.
So we had to go up there, stop, look again, and then go. Because the point where you're first looking, the van was blocking your view, and then as we get to the end, there were parked cars. So it's not safe to just kind of
go.
Have a quick look because we're crossing the main road. So we need to take care. Just look a little bit longer. Plus, we're actually trying to stop and start and stop and start.
And then that car came, and then the other one came. And so.
But with the other one, he was too far, and he gets to get to the junction and deal with it anyways. All right, so let's talk about what you need to do on a hill, because we're on a hill, so you can practice this today.
Right.
With your feet, okay? Firstly, yes, you can use the parking brake. Prepare your feet by pressing the accelerator, getting the clutch to the point where you're on the biting point, and then release the parking brake. That's one way. But we're not going to do it that way. We're going to do it without the parking brake. So you move your foot to the accelerator and you start lifting clutch. Now your question was, yeah, but the car's going to start rolling back. Yes, most new cars have hill assist, or generally they hold for a few seconds. So when you first come off the brake, the car does not roll immediately. Okay, and that's all you need.
Yeah.
As soon as you're off the brake, move your foot to the accelerator, start pressing it gently, and at the same time start lifting the clutch. If you start lifting the clutch, what we're trying to do is we're trying to just reach the biting point. Once you reach the biting point, you need to hold it for longer than normal, because you're trying to get up this hill, which takes a bit of power. So you need to hold it, get that accelerator going, and you're off. If you feel like you're on the biting point, but you're still rolling back, what do you need to do? Clutch. No.
What if I'm still rolling back?
Yeah, you just need to lift the clutch a little higher.
Yeah.
Because that means we're just not on the biting point. The plates are very close, but they're not actually touching. So we need them to touch in order to really get that car rolling up the hill. If you try to move off and now you feel like you're on the biting point, but you're kind of sitting on the spot, you're not rolling back, you're not going forward, it means you're literally on the biting point, a little lift and you're there. If you move forward but you move in too fast and you're not happy with the speed, it just means the clutch is too high. Right. So we need to go a little lower. Okay, so that clutch is really sensitive, but with all of these you need to make sure you're accelerating and just get that clutch steady. Okay, so what we're going to do here, with where we are, we're just going to try and set off, move up this hill slightly, and then I'm going to get you to stop again. Now if you look behind you, yes there's a car, but look how much space you've got. If you turn around this way, Ben, you got space, right?
No.
So if you roll back, are you going to hit the car?
No.
So don't worry about the car, okay? We're just going to try and go up this hill slightly, and then I'm going to get you to stop again, and we're going to do a few move off, stop, just like that. We're not going to use a parking brake for this. We're going to just prepare with your feet. So I'll talk you through the first one, and then once you get the hang of it, I'll get you to do it on your own, okay?
Fine. So
clutch down, pop it into gear 1, hold on to the foot brake, turn the parking brake off. Yeah, just look all around, even though we're not moving into the road, just as a habit. Good, we're not going in the road, we're just keeping this position, and with the steering wheel, don't turn it in, just keep it as it is, okay? Just so we don't go near the curb. Now watch my feet. I'm not actually pressing, it's just covering on your side. You're going to go right foot, left foot, simultaneous. So look forward at that black car, move your right foot over and start lifting the clutch. Up, 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 hold. A little lower if you can, there you go. Press the accelerator and lift the clutch a little higher, higher, lower. There's a bit in between. Stop there, stop there, stop there. You see we kind of booted off there a little bit, didn't we? It means
just press it lighter.
That wasn't even the accelerator, it's the clutch.
Right.
If you're letting the clutch engage, that's when the accelerator is really giving you that kick. You don't even want it to engage that much that it gives you that boost. So control your clutch and everything will be a lot easier.
Right.
But you see there, we rolled a little bit at first, didn't we? But then when you went up enough, the car went forward.
Yeah.
That's all we're trying to achieve. But we're not trying to go forward that fast. Imagine we're on that junction where you're just trying to get rolling and you're looking and you want to come out slowly, but you still want to keep looking. That's how we're trying to move, okay?
Right.
So you're in gear, looking at the black car, the road's clear, move your right foot over and start lifting your clutch. Same again, just trying to slowly roll forward. Right foot, left foot, little lower, beautiful. Clutch down, brake. Let's try it again. Right foot, left foot, press and lift, little lower, Press the accelerator though, I want to hear it. See how much you're pressing the accelerator, the car's still going back a little bit, so just little lift, little drop, 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 down, down, down. Clutch down, brake. Don't go near the curb, we're not trying to park. Better?
Yeah.
We're going to try it again, but I need you to A, press the accelerator, and B, don't lift the clutch too high. If it goes fast, just dip it back down. So with the clutch, all you're trying to do is just squeeze it back down a tiny bit. So looking at that car in front, let's try one more time. We're just trying to roll forward slowly. Beautiful, look at that. A little lower if you can, lower, lower, lower. To the right a bit with your steering, to the right. Stop there, hold the brake, hold the brake. We're starting to move really nicely, but I want you to move forward at like 1 mile per hour and maintain that. If it's going fast, it means the clutch is coming up and we've got to squeeze it back down. Okay, so feet ready, road's clear, just kind of towards the black car again. Little lower, higher, there you go. Little lower than that, lower your clutch, lower it. Even then, hold it there. Little higher, there's a bit in between. Little lower, there's a bit in between. Keep the wheel straight. Little lower on the clutch, please, lower. There's a bit in between where it will roll like this or even idle. Little higher, little lower. Get it to idle where it doesn't go back or forwards. Let me show you what I mean. Watch my feet. Now, of course, I don't have the accelerator on my side, but if you release your pedals, watch my feet. The car will not go up the hill, it won't go down the hill, it will sit on the spot right there. You feel that?
Yeah.
So we're not moving. I'm not holding the brake. That's the clutch on the biting point. That's the point I'm trying to get you to achieve right there. So when I'm saying little lower, it's because you've just gone above it. Okay? So if you put the clutch down and put it into gear, I've just taken it out for you. We're just trying to get it to idle at that point. Get your right foot where it should be. Little lower with your clutch. Lower, lower. You really got to control that clutch now. Little lower than that. Tiny bit lower. Tiny bit lower. There it is. You've got it. And stop. So next time when you're at that junction, that's what we're trying to achieve.
Right.
You ready to drive off?
Yeah.
Okay. Now don't release the clutch fast. You've got the biting point, but it's about now controlling that move with parked cars around you. Really steady, because uphill it takes a bit more power, so you got to use the accelerator. Very nice. How was the hill start?
Perfect.
Perfect. See, it wasn't as bad as you thought it would be that time, right?
Nah.
All right, let's make a left turn at the end, please. So check what's behind you before you indicate. So we're turning that way. Really nice with your feet. Very nice. Really keep it slow because we can't see. Next time we gotta go around that corner a little bit. Yeah, you got this. Prepare your feet like we just practiced. Look up and down the road. Lean forward just to see the left a bit better. Is it clear? Look both ways. I don't think she's going to try and cross in front of you, but if you just put the clutch down and put the brake on, just because you don't want to roll back when she's walking behind your car. So just look both ways and really keep an eye on where she is now. See the man crossing from the left here? He's behind you now. There you go. Can we go? Yeah. In your own time, just take your time with it. Prepare your feet like we've just been talking about. Look up and down the road. That's it. Ooh, did we swing out there a little bit? We did turn a bit tighter, okay? So we're on the main road here, aren't we? So these cars will all wait for you. Is the zebra crossing okay? Yeah, nice and clearly in view. We've got that guy, what's he doing? Shall we get there slowly so that we're not having to stop when we get there? Good, so when you see that, you've got to now start to actually drive accordingly. Good. 2 cars can fit in that space up there.
Yeah.
But if a bus or a lorry turns up, it's a bit ugh. So we've got to be careful in case a large vehicle turns up, okay? We should be right with him, but just take it slow. That's the first step, because then that will give you more clarity on the space. Alright, anyone behind us?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to turn left. Can you see the left turn?
after the pedestrian crossing.
Yeah. Check the left mirror. Just pop on an indicator. And keep an eye on that pedestrian crossing. I'm glad you noticed it there. Well done. Yeah, and then just look down the road. Look out this window here. Nice big steering with both hands. Hold it. Very nice steering. And turn back. Good. Alright, tell me what you see on this road now then.
Roundabout.
Okay. I'm glad you can see it. I know the sign's completely like hidden or not even visible. But you can see the paint. Just go slower. Is it clear for us?
Yeah.
Yeah, always just consciously for now put the brake on so it gives you more control, more time. Really nice position with the parked cars. Maintain it, try not to move around. Alright, what's up there?
At the roundabout.
What are we doing for the roundabout?
Stopping.
Are we slowing down? Thank you. Is your right hand side clear? Yeah, so they wait for you.
Yeah.
So as long as you slow, give priority to the right, we can continue. That's the end of your driving lesson today. How was your drive?
Yeah, it got better as we went along. I was a bit rusty after 2 weeks off. But...
Yeah, especially when you first start learning to drive. If you have a like a 2 week break, which doesn't sound like a lot.
No, it is.
It can be for when you're first starting off, yeah. But I'm really happy with today still, even though, because like, listen.
Well, I got there.
Like the first 2 lessons we did, they were Sunday morning, where you don't have to deal with traffic, you're just focusing on you. Today, it was all about other people, because the roads were so busy.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy with how today went. Yeah, we had a few hiccups here and there, but we've worked through them. Nothing major. Yeah. I want to make sure that whenever it comes to like turning left or right, that you're trying to use the whole steering wheel, and I don't want to see any of this business. Because your hand will slip off, and the day it does, I'm not going to say, look, I told you so. How did you find the stops at the junctions and the hill stops and stuff?
After we went through it?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot easier. Just practice.
Keep that in mind.
Works, yeah.
Always, when it comes to driving, keep comparing it to riding that bicycle. Anything you're not sure about, just think, wait, how would it be there? It's literally the same thing, okay?
Fine.
Alright guys, we have reached the end of today's driving lesson. Thank you so much for watching. If you have found this video to be useful and you have learned a thing or two, or you enjoy watching this series, drop down a comment, let us know what you thought. You've dropped your phone. That's it from us today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe a lot. I think give it a few sessions, we can have Erin sitting in and then you won't be distracted. But right now, it's probably going to be a little bit...
No, if I look through the mirror, she's going to be there going, trying to distract me. 100%.
Yeah, I see that. But thank you guys.